Hey, and welcome back to part 2 of my Samsung Galaxy S20 repair. Now, here's part 1. If you already haven't watched it, I'll put it up there in the card above and down in the description below as well. In part 1, I bought a Galaxy S20 for a mere $50 or $60. I think it was $50 plus $3 shipping from OfferUp, which is a really good deal for a working phone in terms of motherboard and battery and power. However, the display does not come on. I feel the phone turns on, the digitizer works, so I feel the operating system. I flashed it with multiple versions of the supported OS using Samsung Odin, and then I tried resetting the battery, resetting the power, doing a lot of things in the first video. You can go ahead and watch it. And I didn't want to extend it too far, so that's why I split it into 2 parts. I was also pretty busy. So now, since we've established that the conventional methods of reviving a display don't seem to work, we're going to try the heat gun heat method, which could make it better or could destroy the display either way. But since we have nothing to lose here and the display is probably going to have to be replaced, we're just going to heat it up and see what happens. Maybe mess around with some of these stuff. This is the last resort method. Don't do something like this unless you're 100% sure there's nothing else that works. And I've tried everything that could work and they don't work. So I'm gonna heat this thing up, see if we get any life out of it. And before we jump right in, don't forget to smash that like button down below, as it helps this video get on YouTube's algorithm. And also hit that subscribe button if you already haven't, and ring that bell notification button to get notified whenever I upload a new video. I'm on Instagram, Discord, and Twitter, and you can follow me on those using the links down in the description below. And now let's jump right into this video. So to start things off, we all know that excessive heat and OLEDs or AMOLEDs don't do too well together. AMOLEDs and OLEDs are more susceptible to heat than LCDs. LCDs will temporarily discolor if you overheat them, but they'll go back to normal. But AMOLEDs and OLEDs, they'll permanently discolor and die basically. But this thing, since it's already dead, why not? And I showed you in the first video, there is no physical damage to the AMOLED. There's damage over here, which I thought, now the seller said that this had nothing to do with the display going off, the drop. However, I'm pretty sure this has something to do with the display going off. But here's the thing. Upon very close inspection, there's no physical damage to the AMOLED. It's just the glass. I flashed a bunch of lights here to see if there's even a minute crack on the AMOLED, and you can tell the difference because of the reflection. Internally, there's a small gap between the glue, but that can it refracts light pretty well, so you can tell if there's a crack or not. AMOLED cracks are really visible, like in my Motorola Droid 2. I forgot what that thing was called. It's a Droid 2, I think. It's visible, but this one has no damage to the AMOLED, so I guess it just died. I don't know if the seller was lying or not, but either way, for $50, I'm not complaining. The board and all these other components, since they work permanently, will easily sell for about $120 plus the body of the phone, the back cover and everything else, so I'm not complaining there. But now let's heat this thing up and see what happens. Hopefully it comes back on. I don't mind if it even comes back on and it's a bit discolored, as long as it comes back on. So mildly heating it first, mildly. We're not going to overheat it, and we'll increase the temperature as time goes by. We're going to heat the back of this thing as well. I'll fast forward this to save time. Okay, so we'll let this thing cool down and be right back. Okay, so I tried turning it on again, and still there's nothing. It turns on, but there's nothing on the display. So we're gonna try it again. This time we're gonna heat it up a bit more. We're just gonna leave the board in there, makes no difference. So yeah. Alright, so after repeated tries of heating the thing, it still does not want to turn on. Well, it does turn on, but the display doesn't turn on. So the next option I just want to try is picking out the cracked glass from over here as you can see there. Now I have already established, like I said, the AMOLED underneath there is fine, but I just want to take off this general area of glass really carefully and see if there's any obstruction pressing on the AMOLED. Maybe it's not damaged, but there's pressure. Now that makes no sense. I've seen worse damages to AMOLED displays, like for example, where is that thing? So this is the $27 LG Wing. The battery's dead now, but this display works perfectly. As you can see, that thing over there, the grayish, that's the display. I can touch it. I can touch the AMOLED. The glass is all gone, but it works perfectly. So it could be Samsung's AMOLEDs are just a bit weaker, but come on, there's something more to this. I mean, it could be just the chip fried itself and then there's nothing we can do, but from what I can see, and as far as I can test with the equipment that I have, it looks fine to me. All these resistors check out in terms of continuity. I checked them off camera. Maybe there's some stuff underneath there. I'll have to remove the display entirely to check all that out, but we'll leave that for the last. Now I'm just going to pick at the glass here and see if that changes anything. Now this thing's going to take a long time and I need to bring my face really close to it so that I don't accidentally poke on the AMOLED itself. I've done this before, but it takes a really long time and I got to be very careful. So I'll do it off camera and I'll let you know what the results are. So after multiple attempts of heating and poking at the glass here and everything I tried, I knew this thing would just not turn on. So it's probably a chip level issue that has actually happened here. When I took the glass out, as you can see here, I don't know if that's coming up on camera. You see that grayish thing there? That's the ribbon that goes to the display from the board there. And it's not damaged in this crack area. The main thought that I had was maybe the ribbon was damaged by the crack there. But when I lifted up all the glass and cleaned it out, the ribbon is not damaged. I had a look at it under a magnifying glass as well. The ribbon is not damaged over there. There were a lot of glass pieces sticked onto it, but when I got rid of them, the ribbon seems fine. It's definitely not damaged over here because there's just a minor crack over here. Here was the general area, but as you see, I cleaned up all the glass with alcohol and a bit of heat. That didn't fix it either. The phone is on. I don't know if you can hear that. The setup screen is there. I don't know if you can hear that, but the phone is on. I'm just gonna put this to a side now. There's nothing really much I can do with it. I might well, here's the thing, I don't sell things. I usually just hoard them and just put them to a side. Either way, the next person who buys this thing, if I do sell it, is still going to have to shell out at least $100 for a crappy LCD or $220 for an identical OLED display. And you can get a slightly cracked S20 with a good IMEI and all that stuff on eBay for also about $200. So this, if I sell it, I'll sell it for the price I got it, probably $50, $60, maybe just a bit of profit, maybe $60, so $10 profit there. But I doubt it. I'll be selling it either way. I just don't really sell. I just put stuff in a box and just leave it there. But even if I do sell it, that'll be $50 plus $220 for the display, will be in $270 range. You can get a cracked, with a cracked glass, you can get a cracked or badly scuffed up and cracked, maybe a bunch of damaged cameras. You can get one of those for around $270 as well, and that will be with the original display. And some people are fine with just putting a screen protector over it and using it so that the cracks don't get worse. I did see a good one the other day. It just had a bunch of cracks, but the AMOLED worked, so it wouldn't make any sense for someone to buy this and then replace the display and go ahead and basically get it working again. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep this. I don't sell stuff. But yeah, I guess that's the end to this video. Well, we couldn't fix it this time. We can't expect to fix everything, right? The only way to fix this is to replace the display. It's just the way Samsungs are. The display goes 90% of the time you have to replace the display. All the methods I tried, flashing the software, poking around at the ribbons, cleaning the glass down there, heating it with a heat gun, everything that I tried didn't work. So I guess we just have to replace it, which I'll be not doing because it's just pointless. But yeah, thanks for watching as usual. I know this video was not that interesting and the outcome was not what we wanted, but hey, we can't expect to fix everything every time, right? So yeah, thanks for watching as usual, and I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below, ring that bell notification button, check out my social media, thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video.